Pakistan's first workshop on space law and policy. An important development, introductory. A groundbreaking workshop on space law and policy is scheduled to take place on September 34, 2024, at Pakistan's National Center of GIS and Space Applications, NCGSA, in collaboration with the Institute of Space Technology, IST. This historic gathering, the first of its type in the nation, will explore the intricate legal and regulatory structures that oversee space operations, an increasingly important field on a worldwide scale. Workshop goals and range. Through the course, participants hope to gain a thorough awareness of the important problems and cutting-edge developments in space law and policy. The event is intended to provide legal professionals, policymakers, and scholars with the knowledge required to navigate the complicated legal landscape, given the growing significance of space activities in national security and global geopolitics. Important subjects and skillful speakers. Among the many subjects that will be covered in the workshop are international space treaties and agreements, overview of the main international legal documents that regulate space operations, including the Registration Convention, the Liability Convention, the Outer Space Treaty, and the Rescue Agreement. Space governance and regulatory frameworks. An examination of the changing national and international frameworks for space governance and regulation. Pakistan's national space policy. A thorough examination of the recently approved National Space Policy of Pakistan and its consequences for the nation's space program. Space diplomacy. A study of how space cooperation and diplomacy might improve international relations and help with global issues. This section discusses the legal and financial ramifications of responsibility and insurance in space activities, as well as the possibility of global liability regimes. Space sustainability. An emphasis on creating sustainable space practices, as well as the problems with space debris and environmental preservation. The study delves into the interlocking issues of cyber and space security, examining the potential consequences for both global stability and domestic security. During the workshop, eminent specialists from institutions like Access Partnership, the National Center for Cybersecurity, NCCS, the Asia-Pacific Space Cooperation Organization, APSCO, the National Defense University, NDU, and the Pakistan Space Activities Regulatory Board, PSRB, will share their knowledge and experiences, relevance and effect. In the international space community, Pakistan has advanced significantly as a result of this historic occasion. Pakistan is showing that it is committed to creating a strong legal and regulatory framework for its space program and bringing itself into line with international best practices by sponsoring this workshop. A cadre of legal experts and decision-makers with knowledge of space law and policy will also be developed as a result of the training. Pakistan will need this in order to step up its space efforts and become more involved in international space cooperation. In conclusion, Pakistan's first workshop on space law and policy is a significant and relevant occasion that will influence the nation's space program going forward. The workshop will help to guarantee that Pakistan's space operations are carried out in a responsible, sustainable, and legally compliant manner by offering a forum for discussion, information sharing, and capacity building.